Alrighty, back to Metal Gear Solid 3. We're in a new game plus. I don't think it matters if I use special items or not, which will make this faster.
After the end of World War II,
But I do need to
the
get all the
world was
food,
split into two,
all the
East and West.
plants.
This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
I need to kill at least 2 soldiers. I think I need to go into an alert at least once, too. But, yeah, we'll get
Jack, I've got some
it. Go get my backpack. Ooh, I see the joystick doing it. I got a joystick that tries to drift me left sometimes on this controller. Sometimes it's fine, sometimes it's not. But if you see me randomly run left or aim left at some points, that is what's going on. I'm too lazy to switch to the other controller right now. Also, if anyone shows up and actually wants to watch the cinematics or anything, say so. I should have a pop-up message on my screen that'll let me know, and I'll stop skipping. I can even show funny things. I've seen a lot of this game. It's got a lot of fun. I love the moss camo. I should use that a bit more. I do think it'll let me mess around with these special items. If it won't let me, then I'm going to blow the run anyway. And whatever, bummer. I don't want that snake. I just kicking snakes sometimes. Bump it down. Bump, bump, bump it. So far, so good. Go into these birds. Wait, see. Oh, that joystick's in. Hold on a sec. There we go. Helped it. Yeah. All right, let's eat all the things. Gross.
Disgusting.
I want some more. Gross.
Horrible.
Let's smell yours. Anaconda. I don't remember if you actually have to eat or just collect. I think you just have to collect because not everything is a consumable plant specifically. Like some of it's just medicinal plants that gives you medicine. I don't think you have to use the medicine to use it either. It's pretty good. I think you just have to collect. But I'm gonna eat anyway because being paranoid. Uh-oh, gators. out of here. So, I don't know if anyone will ever see or hear this, but if you do, and you do compare this game to Delta, you may notice that you move a little slower in Delta, you roll a little less far in Delta, you definitely move through the water more slowly in Delta. So, like, if you get used to how you move in these games and, like, the little tricks you can do to cover distances, like how I just crossed the mud there, you can still kind of cross the mud, but you can't. You always have a little half step, and that's enough to coat your character in mud for the next few screens and stuff. All your cinematics will be mud covered for no real good reason. But little bits like that that make me annoyed with Delta because I know this game too well, kind of. Eat all the things. He wants more. Oh my god. Delicious. Okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna need this. The remote cheese. Just keep. I think this is the best setup for it. Maybe Moss though. Moss does have a tendency to rule. Yep, Moss rules. Lost his head. There we go. He did first. What's that? I don't think I have any food or veggies up here. The snake is not here yet. It shows up in that night part. Grab the sniper just for the heck of it. Already got the reticulated python. Later in the game, this whole thing will be cleared out. All these trees will be gone. And this log, there will be direct shuttle there. And it's an interesting thing, too, that I always think. Strangely, despite this game having older looking skies and background trees and stuff like that, it still looks like a more full scene here than when you come through here in Delta. Delta seems to have like this big sense of emptiness to it, like half the design of the stage is missing. Stage map, not half, but more than I'd expect. And then the contrast of some of the scenes feels very off too. Like the levels, the black levels, I can't seem to get the black levels right in Delta no matter what I do, except by switching to the action filter set, which has much stronger blacks, but then the other colors feel a bit off. I kind of want the greenish sepia green feel that this game has. Kind of stylizes it in a way, but you can't get that and have solid contrast for some reason. It's one or the other. Alright, I don't think there's any more animals on this map I can get, but I do know there are more plants I can grab. Get this one. Oh, I should take care of this guy.
What's wrong?
Okay. A lot for no reason. I think that's the same fruit I got before, but just to be sure. I think there's only a few fruits in the game, really. one. That one. Got the fine melon. And the Russian false mango. Was fairly tasty. I did eat it. Okay. So this one's not good.
Not so great.
Don't need enough on the bowl. Sneaky. Okay. It's the frog. Should be around my feet somewhere. Oh, I already got that frog. And below me, I actually need so much to go get. I do need to make sure. I don't know what it is. Okay. It's not. Oh, it's good. Virtuous mission almost done. The tree bark is not great anymore. Leather's good. Snake, very good. This might be my favorite camo pattern. I don't know why something about its colors just looks so cool to me. There's a lot of guns and things I could go get there, but I don't feel a strong need to. Yeah, let's just get him. Get in, get out.
He's a member
Moving
of
on.
the army's.
While I'm here, I will grab a rat from under the building, so I don't have to shoot and kill one later. There's one. Eat all the things.
Damn good.
That's damn good. I'm eat all the things now. Nice snake. Alright, virtuous mission basically done. Minus a heal. Scaling by the life bar. Anyway, your time. Land. No save needed. All right. Virtuous mission complete.
So how does it feel? Yesterday.
Operation Snake Eater begin. Operation. All right. To the jungle. Maybe it's just time to be OP. We got that snake. Oh, that's it. Forgotten frog yet. Oh, can I not shoot this one? Bang, 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 bang. On this map, I know I got a flying squirrel to get. And a rare annoying mushroom should be right around here somewhere. I don't think that's the rare one. This one I got a few of. What's this? That's one of them. Alright, let's eat some garbage. Tastes bad, had it. Alright. Not eating yet. Eat it. Poison! Oh, I would have thought the poison. Oh, I forget. Here we go. Back to a familiar map. So I picked up the sniper rifle. 2 snakes here. I don't need those. I've already eaten those snakes. But I do need this snake. I can get them in a couple other maps later. But both of them are near or around boss fights, and it's just nice to get it right here. What does it matter? Green blue python.
What can I say?
I'm gonna let this cinema play because I got to adjust something on my computer.
Looks like death wasn't ready for you yet.
Boss,
That arm still hurt?
what are you doing here?
Go home. Gru and my sons are waiting up ahead. You don't have a prayer of finishing your mission. You're not even armed.
Boss!
I'm not your boss anymore. There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss. There's no need to prove that you are virtuous here. This isn't America.
This shot is lit so much worse in the Delta remake for some reason. And I can complain about the model for the boss in
That
Delta
should
for
stir
ages.
things up a bit.
I don't know why they gave her and Ocelot such crazy jaws. Like, they definitely look related in it because they both have the crazy jaw chin, but
The border is
ridiculous.
60 miles south of here.
Both.
You ought to be able to run that far.
And her
Why'd
mouth
you
shape of the
defect?
bigger upper lip and the thin lower lip is much more
I didn't.
pronounced in the
I'm
original
loyal to
and in the
end,
artwork
to my
and in the
purpose.
person she's based off of,
What
Charlotte
about you,
Rampling.
Jack?
But in
What's it going
Delta,
to be?
that feature is kind of like
Loyalty to your country or loyalty to
not
me?
there.
Your country
Or barely
or your
there
old
at best.
mentor? The mission or your beliefs? Your duty to your unit or your personal feelings? You don't know the truth yet. But sooner or later you'll have to choose.
Wow.
I don't expect you to forgive me. But you can't defeat me either. You know me too well. Just look at that bandana. If you can't put the past behind you, you won't survive long.
It's fine.
If we meet again, I'll kill you.
It is wild that that's not a broken bone that needs healed in
Go
the
home.
healing menu, but okay. Rain stopped. Just like that. Followed her right out. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, time to run south one map. So guards are going to come through here. They're going to see this shot up ship, and they're going to, oh my god, and put me on caution for way too long. But if you run down here before they see it, it cancels their running to check out the gunshots. And you can run right back up. And now all of a sudden they don't care. You are good to go. I'm just going to stealth camera a little bit here. Here's that section where I mentioned all the trees would be gone. It's the way you came from. This tree's still here. All the logs and trees that were here and the grass, gone. Now replaced with this wreckage. This is where I was looking when I was talking about the trees in the background. A lot less here now. This reminds me of Metal Gear Solid 1 a lot. That spinning skybox rotating around us. But the colors, very Metal Gear Solid 1. Love that vibe. Okay. Should have all the plants in this map. Yeah, nothing there. I think I don't need to go anywhere for plants for a bit here. I don't think there's any exclusive night animals other than that flying squirrel. If you want to get the free life medicine that's under here, so I'll do that.
While falling, press the X
Answer me.
under the rope.
So doing that little knockout like that keeps people unconscious a lot less time than a tranquilizer does. So you got to kind of do it when you know how long you're going to be left on the map. But I'm just stopping here for this one thing. So otherwise, he'd know he got knocked out when he woke up, and we'd go straight to caution, looking for an ending. This. Banana. So save no. Cinema. Ocelots. I do need to get some kills this save, so we'll just shoot something. Oh, these are bad guys that shoot and kill. I forgot they drop such good items. Now they're only going to drop one each. Dang, I'm going to miss out on some suppressors and batteries and... Okay. So I gotta these guys. Okay. Where's my knockout gun? For anyone that may listen back to this later and wonder what the heck I mean, when you shoot an enemy and kill them, you can shake them down for one item. If you leave an enemy alive and shake them down with either a hold up or a stun or a tranquilize, but they're alive, you can shake them down for 2 items. It's really good for some of the items, and these Ocelot unit guys drop items like Frank rifle suppressors and wow, how do you not notice me there, dude? But they drop really good items. Batteries, and the battery item on this gives you a bigger battery, basically, that will recharge, and not just a refill. It's 1, 2, better. I don't always get stuff you want, but... I think there are a few enemies that almost always drop a suppressor, and I don't know which ones of these guys do. I think that second guy I killed does. Oh, no, this guy. Suppressor Mark 22, best item. Life medicine's always a good get, too. There's a battery. That improvement will stay a nice improvement till the very end of the game, even though I may not need it for anything until I'm hunting the Tsushinoko. Okay, just this guy left. that last cinema. Move along. Cinema, go. Okay, next map. Now, this next map is one that I can spend way too much time on sometimes, just because it's a great place to buff your health in the game. And then also there's some annoying tidbits you can do too. But I don't think I'm not chasing camo this time, so that will help a bit. Was that a fruit on that tree? It's just a leaf, I think. I was gonna say, is there a fruit I never noticed? Plant it. Subway. That's both of these. The milk and the coral. I've got 2 of the 3 frogs. I've got the gator. I just need to get, I'm going to grab 2 of the 3 fish in the water here. Try to avoid as many leeches as I can. For this little guy. Rip it. Poison tree dart frog. It's going to poison me. Huge surprise. The frog named Poison Frog will poison you.
Hey, this worked. That was poison.
No way. Anyway. Alright, so now just to dodge alligators, get some fish, and go for the crocodile cap. One, marijuana. These little tiny guys. Small fish, please. Guess I could get it in the cave after all, so a lot easier to do. I'll just do that. I'll grab it in the cave. Small fish in the cave. Gotta remember. Oh no, leeches. Oh no, leeches. Leeches will leech your sand. Swimming speed also much higher in this one. Well, not much, but enough to notice, especially if you go the length of the river in the post cave area leading up to the warehouse. Should be able to swim that whole length of river with a full stamina bar pretty easily.
Snake, are you there?
But at Delta, nope, you can't do it, which is a pain because on both ends there's the patrols, so you gotta kind of watch it a little bit more. Just keep on your toes for a stealth game, but there's a difference. My brain notices all the differences. Judges. See my little shadow on the ground? The lighter shadow? See how it's lined up over that? It's pretty lined up from all the angles. I'm trying. And the catch will refill your stamina back to full of whatever your current max is. So you can hang for a long time and then fall that much and then hang for the exact same length of time for some reason. Odd decision, but I won't argue it. All right, card out gap. Dun, 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 dun. Mine's carved out. Scoop, scoop, scoop. I think I just picked one up. No, I didn't. Cool. Okay, so. Okay, so if you ever want to know something dumb you can do to yourself, if you got too much free time and want to make your run a little bit nicer, find a place you can get these serious injuries, the ones that leave the red chunks on your life bar. Every time you fully heal one of those serious injuries, your life bar gets a tiny bit bigger and it will refill to a higher amount. So one thing we're going to want to do here, I'm going to go to, I happen to have a camouflage. I think it's the DPM here. We'll find out. Wearing it doubles your natural life recovery rate, so I will heal twice as fast while wearing this camouflage. We'll do that. I'm going to switch the infinite camo here, just because that's fun. And then when you have these red injury bars, it keeps you from healing all your health. That is like blocked out, like Bloodborne. You can't heal that. But what you can do to make it go away faster is if you've started the healing process, there's a natural cure rate. You can see these have 1%, 3%. Over time, they will slowly go away as they fill up to 100%. That red bar gets smaller and smaller. You can jumpstart that like crazy by starting to heal one of these. Like that. I'll just take a chunk. And then I'll take what is this one? This is just another cut. I'll take another chunk off. So they're both only half gone. You can see the red bar smaller, but watch what happens when you come out of this. Having started healed it yourself, it will just naturally heal much faster. Watch the red bar under the name Snake. Like crazy. And you wait here and notice the health bar got a little bit bigger. It's a little bit bigger than just over that half on the stamina bar was now. But unfortunately, this takes a while, even with your stamina rate doubled. Oh, that's another change in Delta, too. The natural life recovery rate is very, 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 very slow compared to what this game actually does. Even without this camo on, this game's natural life recovery rate is much better. But this is how it goes. Fish, cinema, galova. I already got it. Okay, disposed. I'll do another fish later, or let it rot and throw it at someone for funsies. And now I wait. This wait happens to be like the biggest time sink of all of it. Let me see something real quick here. Sorry. Let me see if I can change this real fast. Overlay options, display. There we go. Okay, sorry, back to it. Does it go slower when I'm moving? Oh, looks like it is. Yeah, definitely slower when I move. Okay. Extra boring. That joystick drift. Always wondered what that says. Suppose I could look it up at some point. Never have. Looks like it's two characters repeated over and over in there. I just don't know what they are. Anyway, my life bar is full, so I can do this again. Think 3 times. It's going to be a close call if I do 3. Let me get that white part to the K here. Pass the bullet. So there we go, just to be sure. Okay, now let's jump start those heals again. bandage, bandage, bandage. And then we'll wait. Red bars go down. White bar go up. Then watch my life bar total. Boom, boom, boom. This takes a while if you're doing the... You can get the full life bar doing this if you want to. And it will make your save, like, nicer if you're fighting the bosses and actually having any trouble with them or having trouble in some of the areas not taking damage. Sometimes the late game runway sections and stuff can give people some health bar annoyances, and if you're not used to it, or especially if you don't have the Cold War camo. But some of the bosses too, like Volgan, has messed people up. I've seen without it, and this is a nice way you can prep yourself early to just have a lot of health. I'm just going to go to the third bar and I'll have tons, especially because I've got the Patriot. I don't really have to do boss fights this game. It's just peace of mind to have more, I guess. I remember playing this game in 4.3 back in 2005. And then when this HD version came out on the PS3, and well, it was on the 360 too, but I had the PS3 version, which I'm grateful for because that saw the very original controls with all the pressure-sensitive face buttons, like circle and square, triangle, X. All those buttons were pressure-sensitive on the PS2 and PS3 controllers. So all the CQC controls were a little more intuitive. Like you grab someone by holding circle, you would kill them by holding it or by pressing firmly. So you kind of just it made lots of options, one button options, but just based on how you did it, and you got really used to it really quick because you had to like hold firmly first for a moment for it to go through. So it wasn't like you'd accidentally kill all the time, but unless you just had a heavy thumb. But I liked it. It added a lot of nuance to the controls, but it didn't feel complicated. And now every time, after decades of playing those old controls, every time I play this, or especially in Delta, I feel like I have to look up what things do because they've remapped so many of those little buttons to other things because they're not pressure sensitive anymore. Like some of the CQC options you used to interrogate by clicking in the left joystick or the right joystick. No, it was the left joystick, I believe. And you can't do that anymore because now that's like the radar ping or it's all sorts of different things are sharing buttons where now they'll be on joysticks or L2 to interrogate now instead of what used to just be the button. So it's interesting what shifted around, and it's just enough to where when you're really used to the old one, the new one will be annoying. It's part of why I'm so easily annoyed. By Delta. Delta's control set is also, I feel like it's disingenuous because it has the very original controls, but they're changed. Like it has the original camera, this one, for the game, but you can't have this, like what this version of MGS3 had, without having the new controls. And when you have this one, it also doesn't have the old controls because the buttons aren't pressure sensitive anymore. So there's a bunch of options with this old moveset that you actually can't do correctly in Delta. And one of the things that's the most messed up in Delta is like the aiming in first person is very slow in Delta. You probably aim like when you've got the gun up. In Delta, you probably move like this instead of like this by default, or faster, like this. But when you're down the sights in Delta, it's very slow. Probably about a little more than this, maybe, or about this, unless you crank it in the settings, and even then, it feels very slow. But yeah, and also like when you're aiming a gun in this one, you can kind of do this, and then you can tap 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 tap, and it's very handy with a gun like this. Where you can go bop, 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 click, click, and bop, 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 click, click. Oh, I keep triple tapping. Keep triple tapping again. There we go. But yeah, you can quick reload like that. And you can't do that the same way in Delta on either control set, on the old controls or the new controls, because you have to go to first person, which you don't hold anymore. But when you're in first person, you also then have to hold a different button to aim your gun. And then because they have moved on every control setup, this tab and this tab away from L2 and R2, your quick reloads are now on the D-pad, which used to be your stalking mode. And your L1 button, which used to be part of your camera, or when you're aiming, L1 would... here, I'll give you the example. This is me hitting L1 while I aim, does this. But not anymore. Now L1's a stalking button on the new controls for both this camera and the Delta camera. And because it's for stalking, you can't aim down the sights and quick reload the same, which is probably a very weird complaint, but like when you're good at the game, that's a very handy part of the just being able to do this. And shoot things really helps with like bosses. You know where to go and where to shoot, and you can aim well too. But because of you can't do that so much in Delta on any of the control setups, all the bosses become a lot more annoying and kind of force you into using the new controller setup, because it's the only one that lets you aim faster while you aim in third person, similar to, well, I should not have used a splint there, that was my mistake. But similar to how Metal Gear Solid 5 plays, but that also super cheeses the bosses and makes you deal with like a lot of bullet drop if you're trying to trank them, which is, I mean, not an unreasonable thing to add to it, but the way that they did it is just very, I don't know, I feel like it kind of forces you to use the new controls to fight the bosses in a way that is less interesting and feels less tactical at the same time. Where it's like, you gotta, to aim first person in this version of the game, to get your accurate shots, you have to stop moving, and in that one. And then you have to line up your shots while you're stopped moving and make it count. So sometimes you only have a split second, like when you're fighting the pain, to stop for a second and line up a couple shots on him before he hits you with an attack, and you got to be moving again. And when you can't go to first person and aim quickly in first person and reload quickly in first person in Delta, the first person mode kind of just gets from the options pretty quick if you're trying to do well or needing to do well. And then if you use the legacy controls, it's like, oh, you just never have to go to first person. So with the legacy controls, you can kind of strafe the enemy and not ever need to, you can basically do this but locked onto them and get headshots the whole way and make it too easy. There's no middle ground of what this game's actual controls are. And that was a very, very long-winded way to say what I meant, but I'm just rambling here while I heal a bit and go slow. But yeah, I wish Delta had either an actual representation of these controls with the rotating camera and the original first person and even this control setup, where you can have the shoulders be your menus instead of the D-pad, and then use the D-pad for like stalking again. But it's not going to do that because they made the D-pad all their fancy new shortcuts, like for the codec, which I don't know why they did that. That one didn't need a shortcut, but they did it for the camo too. And since the camo now has a D-pad shortcut, you can't use the D-pad for the old thing and remap the other controls to make sense with the other controls. So even on the legacy setup, you'll never have the legacy setup. It's misrepresentative of what it was. Very annoying. For the very annoyed like me. Almost healed. It's you. Okay. Dude. Yeah, I have so many thoughts on Delta. Just so many little disappointments. I wish it was more faithful with the legacy mode or the legacy controls by a long shot. And then also, I think the new mode is like while it's fun and I see why a lot of people will like it, I think it is absurdly easy comparatively, which again is not necessarily a bad thing, but it kind of switches the game's tone and feel a little bit when you're that powerful and everything else is just like unable to stand up to it. Like you become, especially if you're going lethal at any point, you become very, very, very overpowered very quickly and easily. And that's kind of a, it doesn't really make you feel like you're playing tactically or sneaking as much, or you can just kind of pick off anything very easily. Crouch walk and keep your camo very high and sneak past things with a lot less effort or paying attention to the patrol routes or anything like that. I operate off a lot of memory of the patrol routes, which kind of isn't playing the game either, I understand, but like I learned them playing this game over 100 times. So I don't know. I don't know. I miss what's not there, and I find what is there to be actually, even for someone like me, notably easier than anything I ever got from this game before. So I feel like it is a different experience. And then I've got all these little complaints too, like the look of it, the filters on some of the stuff, the contrast levels in it. I'm really annoyed with so many of the character faces in Delta. I feel like they don't, not only do they not look like upscaled versions of the character models from this, they don't even look, most of them don't bear semblance to the concept art of MGS3 or anything either. I can't see that original intent in any of them anymore. With the boss and Ocelot being the biggest examples for me, but like Volgan looks weird. Eva does not look anything like what Eva looked like in just about any sense before. And that's off-putting a bit to me when I've played so much and known so much, and I'm such a fan of the game and the game's concept art. Like the boss's face is a big one to me because she has such a set of striking features. The mouth shape is different than so many character mouth shapes I've seen in games. The cheekbones are super strong. The eyes have kind of this like sad droop to them, but they're very defined too. But they're just different. They're all different. All of that is different. And then Eva has like such a big, like a strong chin and jaw in this game. And then you see her in Delta, and she looks very a lot more just traditionally pretty girl. And everyone's skin texture is a little weird too. It all looks I don't know. It's like evenly distributed pores everywhere when it zooms in. So it looks like a strange, it's like an amount of crazy detail that, because it's so specifically crazy, looks very unnatural in a weird way. Like it just got pasted over the whole thing. It's a weird thing. I don't know. I'm nitpicky as heck on it, but a lot of little oddities. Credit though where it's due. The one face model in Metal Gear Solid Delta that is excellent and a total upgrade. You can see the original model's design and look in it. Granin is fantastic in Delta. He looks so good. One more go. Let's get one more. I'll get 3 more injuries, heal them up real fast, and then I'll be done with this and most of my dumb ranting about nothing. So I can rant about nothing in MGS for way too much. Side note, if anyone ever watches this someday and finds any of this interesting, I just used the splint again. I'm an idiot. Okay. See, I'm dumb. Don't listen to me too much on anything. But if anyone finds anything I say interesting or can't tell my opinion of it, I will always say grab this version of the game if you're curious about playing Metal Gear Solid 3. Not that Delta is particularly bad. I'd give it like a 6. I want to give it a 6, but it's like a 7.5 out of 10. It's a very solid game. It is still Metal Gear Solid 3 script. The voice acting's there. There's a lot of good about it. Most of it is very pretty, even if I don't like the character models. It's an easier version. There's a lot there that's good. You can tell that they tried on a lot of things. There's just bits that are missing that aren't there. But when you really compare it, I love the look of this game still, even if it's a PS2 game. It's very cohesive in a way that Delta isn't. The animations fit it, the textures fit it and each other, whereas the characters and their textures kind of don't blend as much with the settings and their textures in Delta, and then the character faces don't really fit with much in Delta compared to the rest of the game. And there's just a little bit of clash all over in Delta, a little uncanniness that doesn't fit, where this one is stylistically good. This one's controls are still fantastic. It's a super playable game. It's very, very, very nice. It's of its time and cohesive, and I think that lends itself to being something you can kind of enjoy you can immerse yourself into it very easily still. And then, the big kicker for why I will always recommend this one to Delta to people that are looking for a version to play of MGS. Play this one because it's cheaper. This one's $20 new. You can get it on sale for $10 very, very easily, sometimes less. And Delta is $70 new. And you can get it sometimes. I saw it just go on sale for the cheapest, as of me saying this, of like $42, I think, just yesterday was the cheapest price I've seen for it. But I'd recommend this one at 10 or 20 over that new one at 10 or 20. But I would especially recommend this one at 10 or 20 over that new one at 70. And yeah, Delta hasn't gotten anywhere near being 10 or 20 yet. And even when it does, this one's still the one I prefer. Oh man, these claymores are also, like, they stand out hilariously in the remake. See this one by the tree here? It's like the color of it. Like there's I don't know, I feel like the filtering of this game gives the air a feel, a bit of a color to it. And that is absent in the Delta remake. To where some things and their colors and textures, like a claymore mine, will stand out like a sore thumb in a way that is kind of hilarious considering it's a mine meant to be hidden. Okay. Dun dun dun. I don't think I have any fruits or animals to get on this map in particular. Let me walk right over here just to be sure I don't see anything. There's no vine melons here, is there? The can trap. No vine melons, okay. What's up, guys? Later.
Are those footsteps?
They are weird. I'll get rid of that. Let's go camouflage. Uniform. Spirit. Get rid of the footstep sound. I don't wanna eat it. No, 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 no. This map. I always loved this map and wished it was a map in the multiplayer. The original Metal Gear Online. I kind of understand why it's not, because the sightlines might be too good for a sniper. But I still always kind of wished it was, because it's just a cool map. Oh no. Suppressor right down here. We'll grab that. Oh, not that one. It's this one. Oh no, it's the other one. The mousetrap is what I needed here too. But that's the suppressor for the Model 1911. We'll grab that. Then on the roof of this building, there's usually a camouflage you can go get, but I've already picked it up, so I'm not going to get it. I do want the Russian ration. I want the other mousetrap. Always good to have a few. There's a helicopter you can blow up to affect things later in the game, but I actually find it harder when you blow up the helicopter. The thing they replace the helicopter with annoys me much, much more. Much like taking out the End early in this game. If you take him out to not have to do his boss fight, I think it's much more annoying than just doing his boss fight. Also, his boss fight is just fantastic, so I skip it. Freeze. Bye. We got suppressor off because we're going boss fight mode. Come on.
Not bad.
Come on.
Not bad, eh? You won't get away from me! Shot.
The Delta remake doesn't let you skip the cinemas the same way either. Oh, that's not the snake I needed to get. I'll pick it up anyway. I don't know. There's a rabbit I can get up here somewhere. Whatever.
That's so different from simply changing a clip.
This. Him, and where's the rabbit? Oh no! Where's the rabbit? I forget which side it's on. Never. I think it's up here in the grass. What the heck? I am blind.
This reload time is exhilarating.
Rabbit where? Did it die? There it is. Sorry, rabbit.
From that range, huh?
Okay. Here. I will eat some food. Coral snake, you suck. Go away. King Cobra, I will eat you. Rabbit, I will eat you in the middle of a boss fight. And then I will continue the boss fight.
Not bad. You're all talk, huh?
I'm just fucking around.
This reload time is exhilarating. Damn it! Son of a... How'd that one taste?
You wanna fight? I like how the music fades out
I
for this.
love it! My hat!
Oh, come on.
How'd that one taste?
Right. Shooting is slow right.
Amazing. I never knew reloading could be so thrilling in the middle of battle.
Okay. I'm just gonna get shot a lot, I guess. That's what I do this fight.
Nice shot.
Oh, come on. I love when he bugs out like this.
It's the heart of a duel.
He just thinks it's a quick draw duel for no reason. I'm like holding a gun out, aiming at him. He's like, oh, nice. Put my gun away. I need small fish from here. Frog. Oh, there's nothing there. There's nothing I need. I'll go this way. This way doesn't use them. I should get that crab. Go crab open. Thank you. Markhor. Okay, that can't be the immediately on swim. Swim, 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 swim. Swim a little dingo. I don't think I'm going to fight the pain. Well, I don't think I'm going to try and fight the pain. I think I'm just going to lethal kill. Snake. This way. Because I'm going to go back and get that shotgun and go the side path. Here, that is the Honda. Already got the bat. Already got the rat. Already got the crab. And I already have both the frogs. Or both the non-lethal frogs. Oh, and the lethal frog. Oh, poison. So far, so good. Let's eat some food. Then I will re-equip what I need. Maroon Shark. Russian Glow Cap. Recharges batteries. Mangrove Crab. Crab Bottle.
Pretty tasty.
Taiwanese Cobra.
Can't complain.
Can't do.
Disgusting.
Oh, crap. The pain. It's like, can do this in Delta. Oh no, the bees. Oh, this takes a lot. Usually I switch guns. Let's try some of that. Oh no, the bees. Will it be time? This bee out. So I can quick heal. Next. Okay. Pain done. Get rid of this. Because I don't need to shoot his armor off anymore. Got fish here. Don't need to go get his armor. I don't think. Do I need to get his armor? No. Armor. Camo. Okay, time to grab the Russian false mango. Yeah, that's that. Don't think I need any of these ammos, but let me grab them for a sec. Nope. Okay. Oh, if you're ever looking, Keraton. Two more of these here that'll recharge your batteries. Go here. Gotta get one of these little tiny fish. We'll lay down and move forward to the next one. There's another Keraton here, by the way. Can't normally see it because normally your camera does this. You'll walk out here, just barely catch that glimpse of it. Where are you, tiny fish? Give me your you. Lay down time. Okay, let's see that terrible fish. The awful one that no one likes. And the Russian pulse mango.
Horrible. Hey, this worked.
We're just going to go here to grab the sniper rifle pretty much. So this thing in the game is, I don't know what exactly, if it does something, or if it was supposed to be a spider that you could get, but there's a spider on the water here, and it's also in Delta. You can kill it, and it'll do the sound like it's dropping something. There will be nothing there, and the spider model will still be there, like there's two stacked on top of each other. Check this out. Drop sound, nothing dropped. Spider thing's still there, never moves, never does anything, no animation to it, just sitting there. Then you can get it again, and now it's gone. But it did two drop sounds. To my knowledge, nothing gets dropped on the map. It's just the sound. Like an animal got removed, maybe there was a water spider at some point, and they took it out. Or it does something I just don't know. As long as I've played this game, I think I caught that on like my second or third time ever playing through it, and never figured out what's up with that thing. Always a little curious. I don't need chaff grenades. So here, it's an interesting thing too, I guess. So there's a poison spider here. I think there's usually also one on the wall, and it's not there. can kill that don't drop something, especially that give the sound like that. Soviet warehouse exterior. Skip. There's some good stuff under the water here too. I'm just gonna go check it out. Here's the other water spider one. It's here too. It's in both of these areas specifically outside the warehouse. I feel like it's supposed to be something. Does paramedic say anything?
You got some.
I know. Let's see what's next. Now next.
I see.
Now next.
By the way, Snake.
What?
You know the Ocelot unit can.
Okay, next.
The gauge.
Yep. Next.
I see you.
Yep. Next.
Snake, be careful. That area is supposed to be inhabited by cobalt blue tarantulas. The cobalt blue. When you're bitten by a venom. Snake, that area is. Snake, it's. Eat food. Snake, be careful. That is.
Yep. Repeating now.
Capture animal.
So just in case.
Snake, that.
Yep. Repeats. Okay. Well. It was there. It got removed from that dialogue. Vision. Because I didn't get it in the cave. No grenade. Oh, there's two. Interesting. That put one down there, too. That guy was not there until that dropped. Hmm. Okay, let's see food. There's a new guy. World. I'm annoyed that one of these days I'm going to feel compelled to do another Keraton run, even though I have this stealth camo. Those runway ones. Well, the one on the runway, and then that map where you have to shoot the log, riding an Eva's sidecar. Those two are just such a pain. Right then. Okay, let's get that. It's a good item, always worth the get when you can. Sometimes you have to take these guys out to get it, but every time you come through this warehouse, that will respawn basically, and it's worth grabbing. And then this guard up here, a nice coincidence.
Freeze. Answer me.
Radio 148.96.
Speak. Let go of me. Speak.
Radio.
Okay. Drop him. And then he also drops a suppressor Mark 22. Oh, 1911. I knew it was a pistol suppressor. Either way, you want to leave them alive, get the suppressor. Those are always good. For getting food or whatever. This map has another one of the flying squirrels if you missed it before. It also has these poison tree dart frogs. It also has a life medicine right up here. Another thing I love about this game's camera compared to Delta, is in Delta you can only use this camera if you're on Legacy, this top-down one. But in this game you can use either one, And then by switching to this top-down one, you always know north and south. So the first time you come through this map, you're always heading north. When you come back through during and after fighting the fear, you actually want to go south, which you won't know because when you start the boss fight, you'll be at the south part facing north. But then the boss fight will end and you'll still be at the south part facing north, and you actually want to go south right next to you. But it's I think it's tricky to tell. I can't remember if I have this bird here or not. That guy. I think I do. But I'm going to go grab it anyway. This map also has a lot of fruit on it. I don't think it has vine fruit, though. That's the one I need to get. But that's okay, I can get vine fruit later. You can get it in the map before, like 2 maps before where you fight the end. So sorry, Burb. Ripping Burb pieces. Then on this next map, I need to get a little red bird. I'll go right in. Be right in front of me in the grass here. Shoot, just scared it away. Okay, well, now I gotta wait. Grab this one. Guess I hit the fence. Whoops. Red bird, where you at? So tiny.
Who's that?
There's nobody. It's a weird ghost.
No good. That's enough. No more.
Got this.
Nobody here.
Just for revenge. Alrighty. I'm invisible, so I don't really have to worry about this guy at all. Also, I'm not going to go past him. I know there's the other way to go in, but I'm just going to grab the suppressor here and just head on inside. Just ignore these guys because I got stealth camo. And ignore a lot of things because I have stealth camo. Normally, my preferred way inside this structure is actually right over here. In this grass. Right here. But, since I'm messing on with stealth camo on this run, which I don't usually, I'm just going to run right in the front door after I check the weapons depot out here on the other side. Yeah, cool. That M16. In we go. Then the thing that will annoy me the most about Delta is these images on the wall are very low res. There's some low res Silent Hill images and stuff like that. Some images got replaced with totally different images. Some wall decorative items, I guess, papers and things like that, posters, have been replaced with new things. Some have very clearly been fed into AI to guess what it was supposed to say or be, and like AI compared to like art of what Metal Gear Rex was and stuff like that. And there are absolutely, I'm certain that it is AI imagery. Speaking as someone that is an artist and has seen too much AI imagery and been annoyed with it for too long, I am certain that it is AI imagery that is over all of the Metal Gear looking art in Delta. And that is annoying. think that guy drops life medicine if you knock him out too, but I'm just gonna go. Alright, so we're gonna get a unique mushroom here. This is the Spotsa mushroom. This mushroom is awesome because if you throw it at a like starving guard or something, you'll eat it and fall asleep. I'm actually going to eat it in here and see what happens because I never tried eating it in a locker. But worst case scenario, I fall asleep in a locker. If you eat it, you also fall asleep. I have tried that one. I don't need it. Okay. This one I have not. Got sleepy. Okay, now do I fall asleep and stay in the locker, or do I fall out of the locker? I fell asleep in the locker. There we go. All disease. Weird would it... I've never seen third person inside the locker before. I guess. Only when I'm asleep, I guess. And now I'm awake. Just like that. Out we go. Well, that's a nice way to do that if I roll now. Okay. We're going to go down here. Pick up the life medicine real fast. This picture of Rex. That's like Metal Gear Solid 1 Rex. I believe, like, looking up at it from where you chase liquid into boarding it. But it totally gets replaced in Delta with some AI shit. Nonsense. Pretty disappointing. Okay, so this area is very dangerous. There's that one on the floor that I just walked past. I don't know if you can see it. Directly in front of me, moving. There's one there. I think there's 4. There's one right there. Can't get too close to the wall. There's one right there. You can't get too close to the wall. And there's one right there. So you can't get too close to the wall. Here's a life medicine. I'm going to grab that. Life medicine works the same way rations did in Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2. If your life ever hits 0, it automatically bumps up again if you have it equipped. Or you can just use it to give yourself a free jump of life. The mousetrap is the big thing, though. And I'm using Infinity Face Paint on this save, so the mousetrap doesn't matter as much. But the mousetrap is an essential item if you want to catch the invisible snake, the Tsushinoko. Which I do, because I'm doing a Markhor run. I need to catch and, I think, eat everything. I don't think you need to eat. Catch and possibly eat. But I'm going to eat everything anyway, just for that bit. We're going glutton snake. Library. So nice, good item. So when I was playing Delta, I went through the Legacy mode, or a full playthrough in Legacy and a full playthrough in the new control setup, and then about another half one in the new one. But in the Legacy one, I really wanted to see this area to see if they had kept any semblance of these old pictures, these old Silent Hill 3 artwork things. And they didn't. They just put entirely new things in there, too. But there's a lot of things in Metal Gear Solid Delta where if you play on the new version, you'll get new art. And if you play on the old version, you do get some of the old stuff. Not always, clearly, because that isn't. And then there's the AI stuff, too. But there are occasions where you can definitely get the old things. Ooh. Got a cat climb. Let's go grab these items real fast. Oh, no items here. Never mind. False memory. All these pictures, too, replaced with AI things. AI interpretations of what they are or should be. Yes. And we're back here. Done with that part of the Granity Gorky lab. Back this way. Head downstairs. I'll wait for you because you're blocking the doorway. Very speed. Let's get that cigarette gas spray that I love so much. Great weapon. Super fun. Always a good time. Alright, Grannon. Skip, skip, skip. Skip.
You passed.
Later. Getting out of here is such a pain normally without the stealth camo. But since I have the stealth camo, it is not. Huge surprise. Alright, it's daytime. We're gonna go fight the fear with the Patriot and make it hilariously easy. Go right out the front door again. Okay, so lab interiors count as like one chunk of areas. Lab exteriors count as like one chunk of areas. Which means if we go back out the same way, there will be another one of those 1911 suppressors waiting for us, which is great. Just like when we go back to the warehouse, there will be another Mark 22 suppressor waiting on top of those boxes I dropped down on. Okie dokie. If I try and get that other bird, I can't feel like I got that bird. I think that's the one I get in like the third map of the game, but I feel like my brain's playing tricks on. Oh, how did I not get it? Let's grab this again then. Always good. Come back pretty quick when you get away from it. Anything else new? Yeah, I did try it. Okay, never mind. Sorry, bird. Got you for nothing.
What can I say?
I'm going to equip this, even though it doesn't matter, because it's going to change it in the cinema to the pistol anyway. And then equip itself. Go down here. Down here is where you get the best area to fight. Where'd he go? Drifting joystick being annoying. Got me with it again. Come on. Right in the heart. Drifty joystick. Tough fight. Super hard with that thing. So, that's actually the direction you want to go, back towards the warehouse. But you start the fight normally like this, facing north, and that'll take you back where you came from.
Freeze.
Speak. Request answer me. Bastard.
I don't think he has enough suppressor. No, strap. Thank you. Bye. Those. Grab this. Suppressor. And we're out of here. Could go back and get the other one. Now, this map is a very important map for a lot of the collection things, and a lot of people miss it. We'll get the call from Eva here first real quick, and then I'll start collecting things. But there are a lot of healing item plants on this one. Here's 3. We'll grab those. There is. I think this is Spotza again. If you haven't got it yet, you can get it there. That's the one that puts you asleep. But it also gives you the handkerchief if you have the handkerchief. What else we got? We've got snakes. Don't need that. Hard to see right here. Real easy to see in Delta. More medicinal plant. Another one. And we got another one here. We got another one here. Grab both. There's a rabbit up here that you can also get for more medicinal plant. I think you can get, or not plant, but the medicinal thing. There's another rabbit down here and a book. Some birds, but there is also, I believe, the vine melon is on this map. Where did I see that? There it is, vine melon. See these plants hanging here? It's one of the harder ones to find, in my experience. For some reason, I can never remember other parts where they're at. But we'll eat that vine melon, get it done. We'll discard the spots up because I'm not going to need that, and I don't want to put myself to sleep. That'll be pretty good there. Okie dokie. Hey, kitty. What's up, buddy cat? Dun. Okay, so this map has traps and the lead up before you fight the end. Hey, kitty. So this is the trap. Oh, really? I can't remember exactly where, but I know somewhere on this map is that there's a mushroom that there's only like 2 or 3 of in the entire game somewhere around here. I always forget exactly where. I know it's on the side of a log. I think I know it's on the side of a log. Gotta be up here then. No. What the heck? Where was it? Is it up here around this bend? That doesn't stop here. It keeps going. This is it. This one right here. Very hard to find in other places. How much from you? There's also an offshoot in this map. I can go down here and show it. That I passed right over, like here, you can see. There's actually a section you can fill out there and a way that goes to the right that takes you to another map that has like the M63 machine gun in it, but I don't need that for this save, and you can get it again later too. But it's definitely not necessary for anything I'm doing, and I don't need any food or anything from that map either, so I'm just kind of running this way. Another trap hole in the ground right in front of me here. So instead, we're just going to wait out this guy. This way. Oh, wait, no, this is the way sideways. This is the one I was talking about. This way goes to the, and then this way goes forward. I'm going to keep going forward, dodge some more of these traps. Then this next map is where we will run into the beginning of the fight with the end, the Socroviano Forest, north, south, east, west. Do you hear me, Snake? Okay. Once again, credit where it's due. This fight is much more of a challenge on Delta because you can't just snipe with the trank gun. You got to do a lot more sneaking up on, which is still very doable, honestly. But it definitely forces you to, if you're going to go non-lethal, you have to do it close quarters with him. Okay, so let's move up here a bit. For him. There he is. A big flashing light up there. And what's nice on this game is you can kind of just line it up. Wherever it's in the middle of the screen, you know you're aiming at his head. Oh, I missed the next ones. Okie dokie. So, you can see also, right up here, see in the middle of the screen what I'm aiming at? That's another one of those snakes by the boss hanging from the tree. It's one of 3 I know of you can get in the game. So if you missed the earlier one, you can get this one here, or another one in the fight with the boss, which I would not recommend. But you can get this guy if you missed that other one. Also, I'm going to unequip my suppressor, because I don't need that in a boss fight. I'm going to trigger an alert. Let's go over here, though. Raid the little storehouse before I head north. Don't want to head north this way. I do want to head north this way. This is the map I hope he's actually on. Though I doubt it, just based on where he was when I shot him. He's probably going to be on the map west of me, but I'm going to check here just in case. And if nothing else, I can go to the north part of this map and go over a map. Head down, get a good view. He's right there. Perfect. What a nice thing for me. Wow, he is just like not noticing me right now. Even with the 95, usually he'll spot me. Alrighty, guy. Where you going? Up, sneaky. This would be a good way to get the mouse camo from him if I didn't have it already. So instead, I'm just going to go. Run.
Fight like a man.
What's up, goat? Sorry, I need to. Well, I'm here real quick. It's going to get it.
Oh, my parrot. She's dead. What have you done? You've gone too far this time. I'll get you for this.
No righty. Alright, let's eat it.
I'd rather not.
missed the attack. Normally roll into him, take another chunk of stamina away. Easy fight this time. I get 3 more headshots on him, he's done. He's running into a different map now, so that'll give him a nice little reset, but if it weren't for that, I'd have had him. Almost took them all out on just that map there. Oh, this stealth camo is just crazy. So strong. He's up here somewhere. Just one last hit. Back to that map. I never thought to test the Konami code in the Delta remake. There's a code on this game where if you go to your pause menu and then you go to the map, you can enter in the classic Konami code from the old NES days, the up, up, down, down, left, right, left, right. I think it's circle X, select start. I hear him healing, I just don't know where he is. Alright. Okay, I'm getting sound from over here. Good for you, dude. Heal up. We'll make this fight go a bit more. But, yeah, you can do that, and it will show you where he is on the map if he's on the same map as you. Kind of a fun little, Easter egg thingy. But definitely not necessary. I thought I looked up here and didn't see his scope. Maybe I was just at a bad angle. Oh, it's easy pickings here. He ran to south 1 map, which means he's going to be right outside, looking away from me. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, what a coincidence. He's right here, looking away from me. Anyway.
I've got a present for you.
Actually over here on my favorite map of these four. One of my favorites in the game. I love the river on this map. Oh my gosh, right here. That was easy.
Try this on this eyes.
That one may work. Guess I won't get to see my river. Let's go over here. And this. Get it. Okay. Give me your gun. All right, so now I'm going to show how to hunt a Tsushinoko because I need it for the save anyway. Ooh, a sonar. Sonar's nice. Nice for it. Oh, I forgot my mouse traps. Need the mouse traps. Something lethal. The sonar. All right, first things first. We are going to head right over here. Gonna ping your sonar, and if you're on the HD version like I am, that's holding the left joystick in for a second, and it will ping. And you will start taking out every animal. On this map specifically, there's also... Where exactly was it? It's like right up here. Interesting, there's not a dot for this time. Anyway. We're going to get everything. Every little ping that is alive on this map, you want to get them. Like that. Okay, so I'm going to head up here real quick. And I don't have the ping on the map. Usually, when you're pinging your map, you'll have a spot right up here by these trees. There we go. I've got it now. Notice how there's a spot on the map, and there's nothing here. But this is the spot where you want to put your mouse traps. I always put 4. I'll usually have 5 at this point. If you catch something different with them or you don't get it with it, you can crawl over these like a landmine and pick them up again anyway. So don't worry about it too much. Just leave them there. Anyway, you'll want them set down. I usually start with that, but it wasn't there this time. So I was like, I'm going to see if it does show up so I can give the directions better. You can put it there anyway. But anyway, set that down, and then you clear every dot from the map. And when you kill the final thing on this map, those traps should all spring with either rabbits or the Tsuchinoko snake. What's that? Okay. Left here. This is also sometimes a Tsuchinoko spot. Just 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's all 4. Let's go check those traps I set now. Alright, rabbit, 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 rabbit. Unfortunately, that's not what I'm looking for. So, let's pick up those mouse traps again.
Hey, this works.
Put these traps right back down. Try it again. This can take time sometimes, unfortunately. I wonder if I should put some down on this one too. Maybe I should. Okay, so unfortunately, when you do it this way, what you sometimes have to do, because you don't have anything left to get on the map, just head south one map and get a couple things and then come back up. Grab it. Rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. Dang. Bad luck.
Hey, this works. I can't take another bite.
We can go check those other traps. Also a rabbit. Dang. More bad luck. So many rabbits. I'll leave those. Well, this is taking forever for very little. It's too weird they're not going off all four at once. Normally it goes bleep, 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 bleep. It's two rabbits, man. What the heck? This is crazy. Alright, game. What the heck? We're gonna pick them up, set it back down, and then I'm gonna go down a map and come back and see if that helps at all. That's very odd. Normally this will have worked in one or two tries. I almost always get a round of rabbits, and then on the next one it'll be 3 rabbits and a Tsuchinoko. But this time, very rabbit heavy. As long as you're in the same cluster of maps, like all these are the same forest, it'll remember where the traps are. They'll still be armed. And then next time I go on the map, I'll usually hear it go off.
Hey, this work.
It's another parrot. Or not. Oh, there's one here too. Take it. I didn't know that. Grab it. Alrighty. Time to be disappointed again. Back to that map. Sucky thing is, when you do that, this map likes to recall. Bird, bird. 3 birds. I always never get birds from this.
What can I say?
All right, here we go, guys. I almost wonder if I messed something up that I don't know. Normally this is over and done in just a couple minutes. After beating it. Holy crap, seriously. Oops. Spot here. There we go, got one. Uchinoke. Boom. So, now you call paramedic or the major.
Snake, you caught a Tsuchinoko.
What? Is it true, Snake? Yeah. Way to go, my man! You really are the boss's apprentice.
Yes, it looks like sending you in was worth it after all. Hurry up and finish your mission and then bring it back to us. Under no circumstances are you to eat it, is that clear? Rendezvous with...
So, there we go. Got the fat snake. But guess what? We're gonna eat it. If you have that snake with you at the very end of the game, when you finish it in your inventory, you get the infinity face paint that gives you infinite ammo as long as you have it equipped. Just pretty good. You've seen me making use of it. This game's cheat items are way more fun than they should be, honestly. Okie doke. Move it along. Now we're going to the next map. To the meme ladder. Up we go. Enjoy the music. Oh, thanks on the controller. Okay, there's a mouse there. Don't need the mouse. Gonna walk through to this map, and I'm actually gonna pause for a minute. I will be back. I just need to use the bathroom and get a snack and stuff like that. So, quick break here. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. All right. Well, didn't mean for that to take so long. Something came up, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to save here, and I think I'll come back and record the rest of this sometime too. I don't know why. I feel like kind of just having a MGS3 run through recorded, even if I'm skipping cinemas and just ranting and wasting a lot of time. I just kind of want to have one for myself. So I will leave this the way it is. I will come back and record, stream, save the other one. I'll put them both on my own YouTube just for myself because I feel like it. But for now, that's going to be the end of it. Okay, let's call save for the first time this whole
Saving the game, Snake?
Yeah, saving. Save,
Hey,
save,
Snake?
save. All right.